Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Mondays in Exandria. We were sadly off last week because Tiny Pilot and I were traveling back from PAX Unplugged, and then I got the plague. So, plague is mostly gone now, and I'm happy to be back. I will be playing Wendell Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwaddle Hossenpfeffer IV of the Haversham Hossenpfeffers. A nobleman and a warlock. The most eligible bachelor in Iman. You know, I go by many titles. I also have a manservant named Igor, who's played by Shiny Pilot. He's a half-orc hunchback barbarian. He's here, but he's distracted, so... I mean, that's Igor, though, so... Let's go on down to see how D20 coup de grace doing. How are you doing, my man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'll be playing Harlan Flipcloak tonight. He's a hobgoblin wizard, and I'm really excited to see.
Excellent. Excellent. Speaking of excited, we've got Nuggetosaurus, and I'm always excited to see her.
Hi, I'm Nuggetosaurus. I play Hal the Shifter Fighter. I'm ready to see what's gonna happen. We got our fearless leader back, so we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Speaking of seeing how it goes, I guess, producer Trav.
In Mexico, how's it going? I'm glad to be here. I'm producer Trav. I'm playing Lamont Quinlan, where if David Bowie had somehow been forced to play Batman and had full creative control, I think it would go a little something like this. Very glad to be here. Let's get it on.
Speaking of glad to be here, we've got Deception Check, our Dungeon Master.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Just a quick comment on that last statement about David Bowie as Batman. I'm thinking it's more like Edward Scissorhand-esque Johnny Depp as Batman, maybe.
I could see that.
How dare you?
That's that's kind of the feel I get.
I've just seen you stab things now. You haven't saying.
Yeah.
Fair. That's a fair cop.
A little here, a little there. Welcome to Mondays in Exandria, where we like to deconstruct what other people call Dungeons and Dragons and bring our own sort of twist to it with our own characters and fun things. We play in the world of Tal'Dorei by Matt Mercer with a little bit of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, that kind of thing. Some twists and turns, some adjustments, module or two to help out, and a lot of fun and enjoyment by all. Last week, last week we had people who were catching the con crud on the plane back from PAX PAX Unplugged. Those of us who didn't get the crud missed playing, and I
missed breathing, so you know
it's a trade-off. The week before, when we last played, the party was split, which I was really excited to kill someone at that point, but unfortunately, everyone played smart. So, you know, kind of takes the fun out of being a dungeon master at that time. But Wendell went off on an excursion to Miss Shore, found some things out, watched a man kill his mom, and discovered where one of the places that the Stone of Galore might be hiding, and made it back just in time to rescue her lost little Padawans without their leader. Because the person who named group is the one that has to run group, and that's Wendell Eustace Abernathy Lucius.
We discovered that last time we played. We didn't know how important Wendell was until he was gone.
The rest of the crew kind of tried to stay away from the pile of bodies they left back where they caught Valletta. Then they talked to Valletta a bit. Then they basically killed Valletta, but, you know, couldn't really actually finish the job there, just, you know, made her a vegetable. She lost all higher brain functions because of her repeated head injuries, whether on purpose or not. They turned in the Nimblewright, got their reward, got some really neat little items to go along with it. Then Wendell decided that it was time to place Valletta somewhere where she would not be a problem, which is their version of the Bag of Holding, which we call
the Satchel of Carrying.
Satchel of Carrying. I need to remember.
It's a tradition on Mondays to misname the Bag of Holding.
Yes, it is.
It was the Bag of Containing in our last Monday.
Right. Satchel of Carrying this time. Or as Igor likes to to call it his poop bag, because it carries poop really well.
It's not just a poop bag; it carries everything.
So
Everything.
We last left our players as they were deciding to go find a hotel for the evening because they feel like they can't go back to the Shadow Inn that they own. It's a little questionable whether or not that's safe. So they go to a local establishment called Easing the Beaver, and we find them heading up to the rooms at the Beaver.
Leave it to Beaver.
I'm sorry. Do what now?
It's called Easing the Beaver.
Is it?
Yes.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
I've never eaten beaver before. Does it taste good?
I think it's actually supposed to.
I'm staying out of that one.
You each have rooms. Igor is sharing a room with his master, as is appropriate in smaller establishments.
Only if the master ordains it. Else
Yes, I'm not going to be sleeping anyway, so that's fine.
So the 5
shall
rooms
sleep
are
on
on
the
the
foot of the
second
bed.
floor. What do you guys do?
I only need
Igor-
4 rooms.
Igor curls
Oh,
up
that's
on a
right.
doggy bed at the base of the master's bed. It's where the servants sleep, don't you know?
Typically. You can sleep on a bed, Igor. I will not be sleeping.
Oh no, master! It's not prudent for servants to sleep on the bed.
You're right, Igor. Let's stay there then. Go to sleep. Good night.
Oh, good night, master. Is there anything I could get you? Like some warm milk or some brandy or food?
No, I already have some, Igor.
Are you sure you don't need some food, master? I mean, it could do you.
I already
good.
have some,
Okay.
Igor.
Okay. Give a shout if you need anything.
Alright.
Igor will kind of roll over, kind of like suck his thumb a little bit.
All right, so what are the rest of the party doing? Harlan? Lamont? Hal?
As soon as Igor's asleep, I go out to find them and tell them what happened.
Okay. Lamont, are you going to your room or are you going out to prowl the evening? Is that which haunts the dark?
After scowling at the staff of the hotel, I just sort of hang around to see what Hal is doing.
He's at the bar.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a small bar. This
yeah, I
isn't a
was gonna
very
say.
large place. There's like 6 stools, a couple tables, off away from the front desk where the
Okay, she probably
the
kicked up
others.
to probably on one of the ends furthest away from the door. And can I get your strongest bourbon?
Yeah, you look like you need it.
Thanks.
That'd be a silver.
Yeah, there you go. Just keep them coming.
All right, you're staying here. Don't have to worry about you walking out in front of a carriage. So, well, I'll keep you floating.
Thanks. Appreciate
Got anything
it.
you want to talk about?
No, not necessarily. It's probably best if I don't anyway.
Bartenders, we hear all sorts. We forget it the next day. It's just, if you need to get it off your chest, that's what we're here for.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
All right. He goes to the other end of the bar and just cleaning a glass.
Can I sit down next to Hal?
Sure.
Are you gonna bitch at me some more about not being able to lift a fucking sewer lid?
No.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna cuss me out, or do you want to drink first and then you can cuss me out?
I'll do both at the same time.
Okay.
And just takes a huge swig of bourbon.
From the end of the bar is like, you need something, sir?
Yes. Soda jerk. I'll have what she's having.
All right. Pours it, slides it down the bar for you.
What are you having? What is this?
Bourbon. Their strongest bourbon.
Your strongest bourbon. he slams it.
It tastes horrible.
Ha!
Rubbing alcohol with just a bit of caramel flavor. There's another one sliding towards the bar, down the bar to in front of you.
Why do you do this?
The point is to get drunk, not, enjoy it. You just chug them as quick as you can till you're wasted.
You're wasted.
Bartender comes over. He's an older gentleman, kind of like gray-white hair and kind of a pork chop, those mutton chops. Sort of beard. Yep. Got scraggly hair, kind of balding a bit, pudgy, but just happy, rosy cheek kind of guy. Sits the bottle of bourbon right in front of you. And it's like, I figured it'd be easier this way.
Thanks.
I'll
Appreciate it.
Run the tab for you. I'll put it to your room.
Thanks.
Yes. Please run the tap. My mouth is on fire.
Can you get him some milk?
He just smiles.
Oh, I don't want any milk.
No, it'll help the mouth issue you got going on.
My mouth issue is none of your business.
I'll be back in a moment with your milk, sir.
No, I don't want a milk.
Get him. Get him.
Look,
milk.
I'm trying to. We're trying to have a pleasant time. So far, this is going well. So far, I'm out of respect to you. I haven't hurled, anything at this guy. He looks like a well-meaning and clean individual, but the fact is, if it was up to me, okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm not here to get into an argument with you. I have something we've got to talk. We've got to talk at some point.
Yes, we do. As I come down the stairs.
Oh God.
God, I can't fucking get away for 5 minutes.
I would like your most reasonably priced sipping bourbon.
All right, okay, it's the same thing they've got.
Ooh.
It's our strongest, our best tasting, our least costly. It's our only bourbon. Here you go.
You're gonna hate it.
Most likely.
It's a clean glass.
I'll just...
Oh, I got your milk, sir.
Howell says we're getting wasted.
Oh no, we're not.
God damn it.
I have learned things.
And as Wendell says that, we pause for a moment and we check in on Big Red, Harlan Flipclip.
Yes, hello.
How you doing, Harlan? What you doing, man?
Exactly what time of day is it?
I believe we are in the evening hours
It's just
now.
past dinner, I think.
Yeah.
All
It's dark out. It's clearing. The rain has been going for some time, but
Then Harlan is going to head to bed because he has a big day tomorrow.
Oh. Okay. Then sweet dreams.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to do before bed?
Meditate on the future.
Okay. You sit down to meditate on the future and the thoughts of the strange pack of other Iron Authority members here in the city. Inspiration comes in the form of something soon will happen, and it will be glorious. You can't tell who, but someone will succeed better than they've succeeded in some time, and it will help you greatly. And one of your enemies will fail at a moment which was most opportune for your group. You feel confident that you can go to sleep knowing that this will happen.
All right. that's a good foresight.
Your divination rolls demand that particular type of response. So we will head back down to the cozy little bar where the older barkeep sitting at one end, polishing a glass, trying not to look like he's paying attention to anything that's being said down here. But he's listening because
Oh,
it's
I know
boring.
he's listening. And that's why I sit down, pour a glass of bourbon, sigh, but hey, at least it's affordable, and telepathically communicate everything that happened to me. Whilst on that crazy carriage chase.
Excellent. Please do tell.
So, Howl and Lamont. You remember how you saw that person handing off, the stone to two individuals?
Yep.
I followed them. Outside of the theater, they left during intermission. Very clever, but not clever enough. They got into a carriage, so I hopped into a carriage behind them, and I said, "Follow that carriage," and we did. And one of them got out. Oh, I know which one this is too. Now that I've done that. A math circent. That sounds right. No, a Gorn Fuoko. Oh, hold on.
A math.
A math. That's what I thought.
yeah.
I thought I had a little doohickey next to it, but I was like, I think that's what that doohickey means. The math circent got out of the carriage, and I believe he has the stone. Because I continued following. It was a big she. That's right. And I believe she has the stone. Now we continued following, and the math went into this very large, very well fortified, guarded, most likely guarded tower. And then I continued to follow Agorn Fuoko, who went to some slums by the docks, murdered his mother, stabbed me, and then was very hissy. But I believe I know where the stone is.
Okay.
Oh, and we turned in the nimble right. Here's your 100 gold.
Sweet. Thanks.
Slide them
Sweet.
there, each 100 gold.
There you go. Okay. It's quite a tale.
It's all true things that happened.
Right.
And I light my matchless pipe. Smoke bourbon. It makes it taste a little better.
Sworn to get back into journaling like that, but I can't keep up with it.
Well, when you
admire
don't
that.
sleep, it's quite easy.
So they're all saying this telepathically, right?
Yes. Most likely. I'd say it all telepathically because I know that bartenders drop in eaves.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, yes, the stone of Galore was taken by the Myriad right at the bar. So I'm like, I'm telling you this telepathically because the bartender's definitely eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm. It's generally what bartenders do. Just saying this out loud.
Yeah.
Because
Serve excellent drinks. That's right. And I.
All right, so I'm a little fuzzy because I'm on the back of 2 shots of bourbon, so I'm in that moment where anything is possible and
Really?
life's
It's only 2 shots of bourbon.
On 2 shots of bourbon?
yeah.
Says me who partied hard at PAX Unplugged. Really, only 2 shots?
Drinking. How dare you? How dare you? So what's a PAX Unplugged? So, look, what you're saying is we got to go in. We
You
get
need
the
to
stone.
infiltrate the tower and take the stone, yes. Or at least find out what the math has done with it.
Why aren't we doing this right now?
Because you all
Because-
needed to rest.
Some of us are, injured.
Injured. Oh yeah, I am injured.
Yeah, you got fucked by that chick.
Excuse
I
me.
watched this earlier
Stabbed me
today.
twice. Yeah.
I think I missed something. Are we speaking like metaphorically? Or
No, I died
I
for
mean,
like
Oh.
she
the
like
5th time.
you stabbed him a lot?
Okay, is this being said out loud, or are you two still speaking telepathically?
I'm talking out loud.
I
I don't
know-
know
I
about
know
If
you
it
are.
doesn't
I don't know
pertain,
about
if it doesn't pertain to the stone, like the stone conversation, or anything nefarious and criminal-esque, I'll say it out loud so to kind of keep
Okay.
up appearances.
So the stabbed part you just said was telepathic.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking, just trying to keep an eye on what's being said.
Yeah,
right
Wendell
now.
does not. Wendell would survive in jail. So
All right. How this tower, what's the how much intel do we have? Do we know what we're up against?
I'll sketch it out.
Just chuck 'em on
No,
over.
it was heavily fortified, tall fence, all around.
There you go.
I'll mark it on the map too.
So you just want to go and be like, hey, hand it over.
Oh no, we need to infiltrate under the cover of darkness and steal it.
Yeah. This is your standard smash and grab. We get up.
They're not going to hand it
Get
over
in.
willingly. I talked to Gorn Fuoko right after he murdered his mother. And if someone's willing to murder their own mother over it, they're not going to just hand it over.
Okay.
He seemed to actually like his mother, too.
This is the old Tower of the Elephant play. Okay, this is a classic.
I'm sorry, the
Scale
what?
thing. It's just a turn of phrase. You scale the thing, you get up there. There's going to be a door. There's going to be some kind of trap or something. Get through that. Then we go down. Get the thing. Get the hell out of there. Bing, bang, boom. I live for this.
Really? Because you seem to be dying a lot lately.
Yes, I don't think you're living for much of anything.
Well, you're not wrong. You know, I'm a man what can take a certain amount of constructive criticism, and while you're both being rather blunt, I've died at least 5 times,
You
maybe
haven't
6.
died. I've saved you.
We're just gonna have
repeatedly.
to
Pretty
agree
dead to
disagree
me.
on that. It felt like I died, and
I would believe it felt like it, but you definitely did not, because if you had actually died, you wouldn't be talking. I can't bring people back from death. Just almost death.
Okay, well, then riddle me this one, Hotshot. You're a student of the occult, right? You've got a certain
What?
mastery over. You got a certain
I do
mastery
have-
over the mystic arts.
Do have many mystical dark powers, yeah.
Well, what do you know about dreams as portents or as?
Shouldn't you be talking to our
Warning.
divination wizard about this? You know,
Who's that?
portents and... Harlan
The big red one?
Flipcloak? Yes.
No, yeah, I'm back channeling with him. He went to bed.
He does,
I'm asking
he does
you.
have an early bedtime. Well, sometimes, you know, greater entities can relay things to you through dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Messages, the like.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I've got a fair amount of that going on. I see things, Wendell. You understand?
Yes.
Confuses me.
I believe that you see things.
That's why I like this whole tower thing that you got going on that we're talking about. I'm excited about this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it because it gives me something to focus on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you
Helps
don't
me.
see the things?
Well, no, I still see things.
Ah,
Like, look at
okay.
Hal.
Why the fuck are you looking at me?
He sees you, Hal.
She's very
seeing
upset.
something.
I'm right here. Of course you fucking see me.
I know, man.
You're gonna accuse me of
drinking.
murdering you again?
Yeah, but
Yeah?
not right away.
And I'm telepathically saying, can we not talk about murder in the bar?
That I think was said out loud. I don't know.
Yeah, how can
I'll
speak
can't say
telepathically?
telepathically.
Everything she has said has been out loud.
Yeah.
According to my character rules, I have to it's an action to respond to me. But
Is it?
anyway, I think you got to look at it. But
Oh,
I have to
Mine
open
is
that
one
can.
way, so unless I'm talking to Lamont because he has his own telepathy. The only one I can have a telepathic conversation with is the insane one.
Look,
I don't
we're-
think Hal would respond telepathically anyway.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good though. You know what we're up
Close
against.
to
We're gonna
our
sketch the place
quarry.
out. We're gonna get a battle plan going. You know,
Yes.
breakfast. You know, few beers, few laughs. Fucking troubles are over.
Hal kind of cocks her head to the side. Reagan apparently says the shadow's safe now.
When did you hear from Reagan?
Right now.
Oh, is he
What's a
speaking
Reagan?
telepathically to you?
Not him, somebody else. I don't know
Oh.
if I trust it.
Could be a trap. Hmm.
Do you have an invisible friend?
If anyone here has an invisible friend, Lamont, it'd be fucking you.
Yes, I concur.
It would not be fucking me. We're in public.
It could be Igor. I will allow an option B.
Lamont's more likely.
Well, Lamont is the option A, but you know, I could.
Back up.
Yes.
No, Wendell, you have a visible friend, and it's Igor.
Friend's a very
How-
strong word.
Hal is talking about an invisible friend named Reagan, who she talks to from time to time.
No, Reagan is at the inn we own.
Oh, the one that has a crush on me.
No, what?
No, that's
Someone has
Roger
a crush on
Roget.
Lamont? Roger Roget.
no, I don't think it. No,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's awkward.
I don't
But-
think anybody at there likes Lamont.
They're
To be
stabbed.
You know, I've threatened to murder half of them. No, I'm not well liked by the.
No.
But maybe if you stopped yelling at the staff. At the help.
Like I said, I'm working on it. It's resentment's something I'm working on.
You don't
But
see
like
me
I
yelling
said,
at Igor constantly.
I don't.
No. I speak in
I
a
don't.
firm, yet
He
occasionally
sounds
stern tone.
very annoyed all the time when talking about Igor.
Which is different than yelling.
The barman walks over and he's like, you gonna need some food? Maybe some bar food or anything? You guys are putting those back pretty quick.
Yeah,
don't
you
look
got any
you've
like
eaten them all.
Potato
curly
stuff.
fries and cheese?
We've got
like-
bread and cheese if you'd like to snack on something like that. And we have
Yeah,
some
have, like,
tack,
Fries.
bacon maybe.
Yeah,
Bread and cheese.
sure.
Excellent.
I'll get you a plate.
You have like liquid cheese.
What?
I
I think that's
Melted
called
cheese.
cheese that's
Liquid
liquid.
cheese.
It's not a liquid.
It's
mean,
liquid.
I could
it's
I could
it-
have
you can
someone
pour
take
it.
a mortar and squish it up for. I don't know what to make it liquid for you. I can
It's
pour
fine.
some milk in there and do that. Maybe
Ugh,
it'll make
no.
like a fondue or something. I don't know.
Nah, bread and cheese is fine.
All right.
Bacon.
It gets you a good local cheese. And he walks around and it kind of disappears into the back.
I want to listen to see if he's talking to anybody back there, or if he's like, why did you decide
That
now?
would require a perception check to actively listen for
Really?
that.
I'm gonna like eavesdrop.
I still have a spell slot. I will detect thoughts. Doo-doo-doo.
Okay.
Okay. 13 plus the 16.
You hear him humming in the back.
Okay.
That's it. He's not talking to anyone.
Cool.
Wendell, he's just right now. He's just like, they look like a monster group. I don't know, maybe a Gouda.
Gouda.
That dark one. I don't know. He keeps scowling at me every time I look at him. Maybe some stinky cheese for him. I don't know.
I kind of just the mustache twitches, and
That's all. He's talking. He's thinking
Yeah.
about cheese right now.
now while he's gone, is there anything we'd like to quietly discuss out
You
loud?
hear him go, "There's too much mold on this bread. I can't give them that. They look like good people. I won't give them the mold."
It's because he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm thinking since it's quite early evening, perhaps if we all go to bed very soon, those of you who are going to sleep, we could have a still under the cover of darkness early morning raid.
You want to do it like now?
No, you're
There you
Well,
go.
no, I know,
Bleeding.
but you don't want to like have time to prepare and plan a raid on a fucking tower.
Yeah, draw it on this napkin. Draw the tower. What does it look like? How big
I will
is it?
draw it on this piece of paper.
I mean, I'm always down to hit shit, I
Mhm.
guess. So, just
Right.
tell me where to.
And when it sounds like the guy's is finished picking his cheese, I'll swap back to telepathy and say, all right, he's bringing out the cheese now.
And he walks out right then. It's a nice plate, an assortment of cheeses, some bread, and a bit of hard butter with a knife. And he sits it down in front of Lamont.
Looks delicious.
I just put it on her room, and he looks over at Hal. All right. That bottle's still doing okay? You need another one?
Do.
All right. Well, I'm Filbert. Just call for me. I'll be in the back if you need anything. You seem to be wanting to have a conversation that you can't have in front of me, so I'll just be going to the back.
What? No.
I've seen deep thoughts and whispers before. I know when I'm not needed. Just call for me if you need me.
I keep my detect thoughts up for the next 8 minutes.
It's pretty much repeating that basically.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that, Filbert.
All right, sir. Is there anything else you might need before I step into the back?
No.
This
No.
cheese and bread is wonderful.
I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And your detect thoughts is like, God, the one in black is creepy.
Like, say to Hal, I can take Filbert.
You're already freaking him out. Don't.
We're not gonna take anybody anywhere.
I just don't understand why they have to act like they don't
unless you
want
meant
us
on a
here.
date.
Like they're surprised
In which
we're going
case,
to
I
come
won't
in and
stop
order
you.
cheese. All right. You were drawing the tower.
Yes.
Before I just completely lose my mind. You were drawing the tower.
Yes.
That's a nice pen.
Thank you. I only write with the finest of implements. And I draw out the tower and I mark it on the map. Probably recognize it if they'd pass by.
Is there any reason to believe that the stone should be handled in a certain way? Is it like do I have to get an enclosure for
I
it?
have been doing my research, and I think it would be best if no one was to touch it directly. That's why they had
Why?
it wrapped up in a thing. It's a powerful item. It needs to be studied.
What? Why?
Remember the evil orb of evil?
Yeah, that came out fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm here, aren't I?
How
Right.
about we just don't touch the stone directly?
Is it the evil orb of evil's stone?
Uncertain. I don't have all of the answers. I just believe that we should be cautious, keep it wrapped up until we can examine it further. No direct contact.
Okay.
Did you say this tower had a name? Do you know the name of this tower?
Did the sign? Was there a sign in front of the tower that said, "This is the tower of this"?
No, there was no particular sign there, but if you ask around, you could probably find out what it's called.
Okay.
Hey, Filbert. That's his name, right?
Sticks his head out. Aye, yeah.
Do you know this tower?
Hey, what tower would that be?
That one?
When he comes over and looks at it, it's like, hey, is that the one they're working on in the central district?
Yeah.
It's not too tall. You remember when you saw it through the rain, there was some scaffolding around
I do
it?
remember that, yeah.
Okay.
So,
He's like,
yes, it was under construction.
It used to be called Yellow Spire. In the sun, it's aged a bit, so it's kind of got this yellow hue to it. So they call it Yellow Spire. But it's been uninhabited since the chaos of the conclave. So I haven't been by there in a long time.
Passed by earlier today. Thought it looked rather interesting architecturally. Just talking about.
Yeah, well, I don't know much more about it.
Thank you. Most
Anything else?
Yeah, can you bring, like... Do you have, like, something sweet?
Yeah, you've got some things
Like-
in the back. Yeah, you
like a
thinking
sweet
chocolate
bun
or?
Or, like a
Something
cinnamon
gooey?
roll. Yeah, gooey sounds good.
I'll see what we can throw together back here. It might be a few minutes. Do we have
Yeah,
to bake?
no.
Okay.
Take your time.
All right.
I'll be here
I'll
all
talk
day.
to the ladies in the back.
Night. All night.
I understand what you're meaning.
Yep.
Nods and kind of like
Okay,
backs out.
thanks. Thanks, Wilbert.
It's
I
just
like
that
this guy.
It's that tone, though.
I don't
it's
hate
that
him.
Condescending.
He's so nice.
That's
He's
not
getting me something gooey.
condescending, Lamont.
He knew I wanted something
I
gooey.
speak in a condescending tone.
Like, I didn't even know I wanted something gooey till he said gooey. And I'm like, I want something fucking gooey.
You got a sweet tooth.
Yeah. That's what happens when you drink bourbon.
Is it?
Yeah, well, me at least.
Yes. All right. Well, I've filled you in. Did you? What do we want to do?
Well, I feel good about what we're gonna tell Filbert here. We want a wake up call of what, 4:30?
Oh, I can wake
5
you all
a.m.?
up. I'm not sleeping.
Oh, that's a hell of a thing. You don't have to sleep at all,
No.
man. Think of everything you can get done.
I know that 8 extra hours a day, every day. Marvelous.
I don't sleep. I dream.
Right. I have dreams and aspirations. I just don't need to sleep.
Hey, you know how you guys do like the thing in your head?
What?
What?
The thing in your head when you're like talking to people.
Oh,
And like your voice comes through and y'all
Telepathy.
sound super fucking obnoxious.
yes.
Well, he does.
So do you, Lamont.
I like to think that I sound very comforting, like a
No.
warm
It's
sweater.
You sound like the crazy voice
Tip-
in my
half the
head
time when you
after
speak
I've
to
drank
someone-
4 bottles of bourbon.
Yes.
And it tells me to go jump off the top of a building.
And half the
just
time
think
you're
I'm-
like, I am the night, I am the darkness that dwells within it. I am speaking in
Yeah.
your mind. That freaks people out.
I
a bit.
am the darkness, though.
Okay.
Sure.
But anyway,
Man,
so
you guys could be more supportive.
hold on, let me recall my conversation that I was having.
Wendell, your detect thoughts before it runs out after he. But I am the darkness. You hear Filbert in the back going, "Wow, he's a special sort of crazy, isn't he?"
I don't telepathy him, but I just silently agree.
So Reagan was like a corrupt offshoot of the guard. We're like fucking around and tossed all of our shit and stuff. There are 2 spies out front, like looking for us to return, but the secret room is secure and stocked, and we
So
can
if we
like,
go in
in
through
there.
the secret room, we could go to our rooms that way.
Yeah,
I see.
probably.
Or up to
I
Lamont's
asked if they knew anything about the Yellow Spire, and Reagan said he'd figure out. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, you've got a nice voice to listen to," and I was like, "Oh, that's probably a weird thing to say." And then she didn't answer me, so it's probably a weird thing to say. I probably shouldn't have said that. I was just
Okay.
like straight faced. Takes another drink of bourbon.
Whatever
Wendell takes a
that
drink
was.
of bourbon after that.
I'm really
Well,
I just want to go home, guys.
Okay, well, we can go home after we get the stone. So do you want me to wake you up early? Do we want to go back to the inn first? What do you want to do? Because we're going to figure out, and then I'm going to tell Harlan, and then I'll tell Igor when he wakes up.
I don't know.
The abbreviated version. The simplified version. I can't
Just-
go up and tell him now because he'll just get confused.
Just tell me who needs like hacking and slashing, and I'll get
Okay.
right on that.
We're going to at least case the joint, as I think Lamont would say.
Okay.
Very early this morning, under the cover of darkness, while we know it's still most likely there because it hasn't been more than 12 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for my gooey food.
Alright, I'm going upstairs to let Harlan know.
Bye.
Alright, I will see you all in 8.5 hours.
Yes. We'll save you some gooey food.
I'm fine.
I don't think like Wendell's eating gooey food a day in his life. It's not his kind of thing. He'd be like, Igor, get rid of this for me. It's too sticky.
Look, Hal, you did kill me.
I didn't kill you.
No, you did.
No, I didn't.
No, I know it. You did. Like, I know it. Like, I can't prove it to you, like, sitting here at this bar, like, prove it to you, but I'm telling you.
Because I
like,
didn't do it.
the sky is blue, the grass is green, and at some point in our mutual past, you murdered me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying, this isn't about, like, obviously you and I have grown to be very close, such as it is, and we're roommates, we're the very best of friends, but I'm starting to believe very strongly that you and maybe myself have information on our shared past somehow. I'm not from here, and I don't dream like normal people. The things I see when I sleep are true things. It's just who I am, how I'm made. It's always been true. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Do you understand? Like, I'm fine with it. I'm not upset. I'm glad that I know, and I'm glad it was you, Hal. But we go in, we get the stone, we get some money, we do what we got to do, and then we got to find out where we're from, Hal, and why we're here. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Sure, I guess, in a weird, convoluted way. I don't give a fuck who I was. This is who I am. I don't want to know my past. Because obviously I was a shit enough person that I ended up in the streets of the city fucking nearly dead. So
You don't want to know?
you can do whatever you want. I don't want to know. I've made a life for myself here. I'm making it better. I'm trying to make better choices. And I'm not going to do anything to fuck that up. And dragging up that information will fuck that up.
Look how I love you, but we may have to find out. Do you understand?
You
Like,
can find out. I don't want to know.
I may have to find out.
That's fine. Don't fucking tell me.
Right, but what if I needed to examine you?
For what?
Examine your your mind and your body. Testing.
No.
Put like a helmet on you with wires.
No.
That doesn't sound
On the
like fun.
side door. Am I interrupting?
Filbert.
And you didn't hear him come out at all. You don't know how long he's been standing there with a plate of steaming sticky buns. I can keep them warm and come back if you don't want the buns.
Oh no,
I would
come on
love
in.
the buns.
Bring us your
Alright.
finest buns, Filbert.
These are what we have. I won't say they're our finest, but for the hour, it's not bad. I hope you enjoy them.
Thanks, Filbert.
They're on
Like-
the house. You look like you need them.
You're pretty clutch.
I'm gonna go disappear now.
Thank you. I stuff a whole sticky bun in my mouth.
That's good. I mean, it's just sugar and bread, but it's good.
Yeah. Sweet.
I think I should ask Filbert if he's killed a man.
Don't harass that bartender.
Come on.
No.
You're no fun at all. Look, I appreciate your honesty. I know it's not easy, and I respect that you don't want to know, but this is what I'm doing now. You understand? I've died 5 times. I've gone beyond the dreams I usually have. I've seen it. I could taste it. You stood right in front of me, just like you're right in front of me right now. It's a true thing. And if you want to ignore it, that's your right. But
That's your truth. Mine is this life I have now. And I'm sorry, Lamont, if you decide to figure out whatever you want, go ahead. I don't care. If you tell me about it after I've asked you not to, we're done.
What if it's like a lot of money's buried under something?
I don't need money.
You don't want to know about that?
No. Anything from
Alright.
my past life, I don't want.
All right. Can I have a cinnamon? Can I have that one?
They're really fucking good.
Where's
Here.
this? I can fit the whole thing in my mouth. Oh, you gotta tuck it in your cheeks. Oh.
Just don't, you gotta breathe through your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm choking.
Just like whack him on the back.
And then he actually died.
And then I choked
For the
and died.
first time.
A real death. The last death. The
didn't-
sticky bun death.
I wasn't called
The
down to
best
spare the
death.
dying him.
Oh god.
No, two dear friends enjoy dessert.
I go
Okay.
harass Harlan.
Oh, okay. So while you guys are still enjoying your two dear friends are enjoying dessert down below, Arlen, you've just nodded off to sleep when there's a rap on your
I'm gonna
door.
see if I can telepathically communicate. A sleepy Harlan.
Okay, doesn't it have to be
curious.
someone you can see when you
I'll
telepathically
look under the
communicate?
door.
Okay, so you look through the keyhole.
Yeah, I look through the keyhole.
And you can see a sleeping
I haven't tried
form.
this yet. I haven't tried to telepathically communicate with a sleeping person.
Okay,
I'm
let's
really curious.
let's get a perception. Let's see in your sleep, Harlan, how well do you perceive the voices in your head?
Perception.
A 12. It takes a little while. You're like, what are you saying to him?
Harlan, can you hear this? Harlan, we're raiding a tower on the morn. Before dawn. Harlan.
Harlan,
God,
when
I
you
feel like I'm
sleep, what-
channeling Lamont.
What do
Harlan.
you dream of? What do you dream of when you sleep?
Probably atrocities I've done.
Okay, so as a mindless minion of the Iron Authority, you're in a dream where you're slaughtering some helpless goblin children that were, illegally born outside of the control of the population controls the Iron Authority have in place at the time that you were there, and as you're slicing each one of them up, they're like, in the voice of Wendell, they're like, Harlan. The next one, we're raiding a tower. And then you slap off another head, and it just looks at you. It's like, Harlan, wake up. It's like the voice of Wendell's coming through all these little decapitated heads.
This is a new
It is
type-
called the Yellow Spire. We should strike before dawn.
Hmm.
It starts to get to you, and you kind of rouse a bit because it's a little strange for you.
This is a
If not, I would have woken him up in the morning and been like, Harlan, we're raiding a tower. He'd been like, my dream.
It was prophetic.
I knew it was coming. As I do everything.
But yeah, I believe this would wake you up initially. You aren't a heavy sleeper.
All right.
And so this strangeness in your dreams at this time when you're really on your guard, you wake up and you find the voice is still in your head.
Harlan, answer the door.
Oh. I'll,
Or don't. You can just sit there and listen for a moment.
what is it, Wendell?
Alright, so, I've had what can be called a discussion with Howl and Lamont, and I filled them in. I think I know where the stone is. After all, I went on that carriage chase yesterday. I found a math source and went into this place called the Yellow Spire. I think Agorn Fuoko does not have the stone, and thus the Stone of Galore is in the Yellow Spire. It is currently under construction. I've marked it on our map, and we shall be going there to at least do reconnaissance, if not strike before dawn. Sleep well. Wake you up in a bit. Also,
Thank
I
you.
think it's very dangerous, based on some research I've done, and no, you shouldn't touch it directly. If we do find the stone, like wrap it up in something.
Shouldn't touch the stone directly.
Yes.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Wendell.
All right. Good night, Harlan.
Good night to you too.
And I go and make sure Igor hasn't like rolled off the bed or something.
Igor is half on the bed, half off
Ugh.
for his little servant's bed.
Mm-hmm.
He's splayed out, spread eagle, drool
Like,
coming
oh
out
well,
of
he's
his
not going to
tusked
hit
mouth.
his head. He'll be fine. And I write. I do a bunch of rough drafts of some pamphlets, but ones that might appeal to Lamont. Like, look at all this productivity. Increase your productivity by 300%, by 30% once joining the Prism of Power, and you know, all sorts of things. Propaganda
Okay.
flyers.
All right, so that's what you're working on
Yep.
during your downtime. That is
Yep.
not rest. Well, is rest.
It is
But
rest.
it's not sleep.
It is not sleep.
Back downstairs, the sticky buns are done. The bourbon is empty. The glasses are about a finger left in the bottom. No one else has really come in. It's a slow night. Filbert stayed in the back and hasn't said a thing.
Cool. I put like, she's drunk, so she'd probably put like 20 gold on the counter.
Okay.
Let me mark that down to 80.
Sorry about that.
Thanks, Filbert.
My pleasure.
See you
Sleep
in the
well.
morning. Bye. All right, I'm going to bed, Lamont.
Okay. All right. This is fun.
Yep. Good luck with your dreams.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. I like follow you up and then like walk with you to your room.
Okay, so if you're following, Hal, as you turn towards the door, a short figure walks in, hooded. It's a dark cloak, cowl pulled down really low, armed with a big greatsword on its back, and from the depth of the hood, it kind of looks right at you.
It's gonna casually take out my axe, because what the fuck?
Is it your axe in the
It
the
is.
satchel of
Oh,
carrying?
fuck! Okay,
you have
I
your
take out
sword,
my
though.
moon sword. Yeah, my moon
All
sword.
right. The glow fills.
I go for my
fills the
axe and I'm like, fuck.
small room, and you hear, "Oh, come on now!" And she pulls
Oh.
back a hood, and it's Lady Kima.
God damn it, Kima. I'm drunk.
I got your message. We have something to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Your friend can go on up to bed if he wants.
You can stay if he wants. Unless
like
it's
your
like
stuff.
private.
I don't remember who you are, lady.
You haven't met her. This is Lady Kima. She's like a fucking huge hero.
You're a huge hero.
Yeah, she saved like everybody.
Yeah, I've done what I needed to do when I needed to do it. Thanks,
Saved
Bahamut.
everybody.
Yep.
Time to time.
All right. I'll hang out.
All right.
I'm not in a big hurry to go to bed, so.
She goes up to the bar. Something to drink out here? And Filbert walks down and is like, oh, yes, ma'am. What would you have? Just something tastes terrible and gets me drunk.
Bourbon.
I've got a stronger whiskey than that bourbon. I'll go get that. He hands her a bottle. It's on the house, ma'am. Praise be to the Platinum Dragon. And he just ducks out quickly. She goes over and sits down at a table. Just kind of like
sit.
pops the top off and just starts drinking from the bottle, sits it down. So, you made your choice.
Yep.
All right. I told you I'd keep an eye on your kids. They're protected now as best we can, and that'll be pretty good. What made you change your mind so quick?
I'm just tired of doing things I don't want to do for people I don't like. And I don't know, you're pretty cool and I want to do good stuff.
All right. Well, it's the journey. It's not the destination, as they say.
Yeah, I'm already kind of just.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you just have to know one thing. We're generally good. Those of us who follow the dragon. You got to keep that in mind. Too much of taking the law into your own hands outside of certain required things that you might be asked to do, that is frowned upon. And our Lord is challenging at times to those who walk the wrong path. Now, I don't know what you'll be drawn to do, but I do know that he'll be asking you to do some things. So each night, open yourself, ask for help, ask for guidance. And she reaches into a pouch in her cloak. It pulls out a little wrapped canvas. Kind of looks like a little weight to it. Sits it on a table. It clanks kind of like, so it's metal. And that's for you.
Open it and look at it.
It's a holy symbol. It's a platinum claw.
That's
and it's
pretty
the
badass.
hand of the dragon. Just hold that in your hand and pray, and he's listening.
I was telling the Ma earlier. I was kind of rude about it, but yeah, I just don't want to be this person anymore. So I will do my best.
Nah, well, that's all we can ask. Keep on that path. I'm going to be I'll be on the other side of the sea for a while. I've got things I've got to look into, but the temple's yours now. They all know who you are, and well, Jenny's there.
Yeah.
So, any questions?
No, you got Mo and Olivia.
We have someone with them now.
Okay.
Keep an eye.
All right. Thank you.
Someone Jenny knows, so it's okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, well.
How did you find me?
God works in mysterious ways.
Hmm.
When things are needed, you get drawn to the right place. I really didn't know you were in here. I was kind of thirsty. I was still looking for you, though.
Fair.
Yeah, it works. Now, when I get back, I'm going to beat the crap out of you again. I hope you put up a better fight.
Oh, I'm ready.
Eh? All right.
I won't be this drunk, I promise.
I'll put a platinum on it. Let's see if you can take it from me.
All right.
What about you? Tall, dark, and brooding?
This is Lamont. He's my best friend, and he's an asshole.
Hi,
That makes sense.
Lamont Quinlan. Pleasure to meet you. How's it going?
She grabs your hand, and it's just like grabbing iron. I mean, she's a
Aha.
halfling. She's like 3'2", something like that. Swords as big as she is, radiates energy and power. But when and she's got scars that are visible even from what she's wearing. And yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Any friend of Howl's is a friend of mine.
Sure. Good firm handshake. Yeah, listen, that whole bit, your secret's safe with me because I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about.
It's not a secret.
No, I'm joining the Temple of the Platinum Dragon. That's what that was. Bahamut.
Yeah, I heard you say that. So you follow a dragon, huh? Like all day?
It's a god.
What's the dragon do? Does he just kind of walk around? You follow him around?
It's not like the dragon we met. It's like a god.
He's been hit on the head a number of times, hasn't he?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's been like almost murdered multiple times.
That's
okay.
Well, that's
That
true,
makes-
actually. But I don't have a reason to not think that you're not talking about a literal dragon. You'll have to excuse me. Howl. Said he follows a dragon. Took him at his word.
One of the gods of this world is the dragon Bahamut. The platinum
Bahamut?
dragon. Yes.
Yeah, he's like super badass.
Okay, super badass dragon god. Got it. Go on.
Yeah, we
That's
fight
follow him
against
around.
evil. No, I do what I do what I do. I'm led sometimes. I'm left alone many times.
you can't actually like see him. It's not like a dragon like we met. He's like
I
invisible but
talk to him in your
different.
dreams from time to time if you if you screw up enough.
Fuck.
And she just kind of winks at Hal.
Shit.
Okay. All right. I respect everybody's religious beliefs, you know.
Well, that's a good thing.
Since when?
What? Since ever.
Okay, when we were in the temple earlier, you gave those priests so much shit. Like every temple we've been in.
Oh,
I don't understand their function. When I'm
So
in
he's disrespectful of other people's beliefs instead. Then
He's just very abrasive.
not directly. Directly. You weren't there.
I was there.
Jerry.
all right. Well, it's late.
I'm going through a lot.
I
I've been
don't
killed.
mean to challenge your own personal beliefs, there, sir. You know, I'm just looking out for one of our new flock here,
There you go.
making sure she's on the way. Yeah, you're about as excited as most that come to the dragon late in life. I understand.
Do my best.
That's all we can ask.
Congratulations. Hey, you know, congratulations. You follow the dragon. Now you follow the dragon. Everybody's following the dragon. It's a great time.
I like dragons.
Mazel tov.
All right. Well, I'm going to get going. I've got to catch an airship.
Have fun.
All right. You stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Or if you
sure.
get in trouble, make sure it's dead.
That's the plan.
Good. All right. She gets up, puts the hood back over, and just walks out into the dark.
How we should take her to the tower.
No. We should definitely
Kill
not
everybody
do
in the
that.
tower. Should go kill everybody in the tower. We sneak
She's a
in. We get
total
the thing.
badass, and she would probably kill everybody in the tower. But this is some shady shit we're doing. Like, don't lie.
That's true. That's true.
And she literally just like was like, "Yo, don't be bad." And then we're gonna go and raid a fucking tower. God damn it!
I thought I handled that pretty well.
You did. I was very proud of you. I mean, you were kind of shooting out your ass, but
But you're all religious now, huh?
no. But I'm gonna
Is
try to be better.
this because you wanted to get out of the gangs?
Kinda, yeah. I left the clash for a religious group.
And you
But-
found Bahamut?
I left a
Bahamut,
gang to join
yeah.
a cult.
Pretty much. But like anything that Jenny thinks is good. Cause like she's good, you know?
Who's Jenny? Was that Jenny?
My daughter.
Your
You've
daughter.
met her twice.
Oh, the young person.
My
yes.
halfling daughter, yes.
I've
In
met her
fairness,
twice.
she looks a lot like Kima, so it's understandable.
Yeah. But like yeah, because Jenny's moral compass has always been straight. Mine not so much. So
Okay. Well, give yourself some credit. I just think that, you know, if you're in this much denial about your past and you've embraced it, then this whole tower thing is going to work out great because you're going to get paid. And, you know, what are you going to do with all the, you know, when we're rich as hell, you know, what's your big plan? All the gold you want, all the platinum. What do you do?
I'm gonna go to the temple and do stuff.
You're not going to give it to the temple, are you? You're not going to give it.
No. Like I probably put it away for my kids. I don't need it.
There you go. I won't strap you into my giant machine and extract your memories of your past life.
Thanks.
I wouldn't do that without talking to you about it first.
Okay.
I don't think I have to.
Can
What?
we go to bed now? I'm so tired.
Yeah, like Lamont really doesn't want to go to bed. You ever like be talking to somebody who clearly won't let you leave the room? Yeah. All right.
I mean,
fine.
I could knock you out and then like you'd have to go to bed.
No, I think I'm still bleeding, so I guess I'll go lay down.
It's probably best.
There are
Alright.
there are definitely a couple pamphlets already on them. Like one is like a sleep study chart and like sleep versus productivity. Prism of power.
I think he finds it interesting and reads it as he falls asleep.
Okay.
You
do not dream.
No?
No, you do not.
Oh. It's for the best.
Hal, do you go to bed?
She's probably so the platinum claw, was it like a necklace? Was it like just a pendant?
It's a medallion.
Okay.
It's a kind of like an oversized medallion, maybe about 2 inches across, a little thick, like maybe it's got a lot of weight to it. It is solidly made.
Okay.
You're not sure. It could be made out of platinum for as far as you can tell, so it might have some value to it. And it is warm to the touch.
That's weird. I'm gonna take some leather strips out of my bag and kind of like wrap it or like around it in like a cradle kind of thing and make like a necklace and tuck it under my armor. So it's like there kind of thing. And I'm
Okay.
Like, all right, Kima said to just kind of hold it and talk. So, hi, my name's Hal. I'm new here. Nice to meet ya. Just, I guess, if you've got anything for me to do, let me know. I'll do it to the best of my ability. Okay, good night.
As you're speaking, the warmth from the medallion spreads through your entire body.
That's so fucking weird.
It's a comforting warmth.
She still probably
you
finds it weird.
You don't remember any time ever being comfortable like this in your life.
So you're uncomfortable.
But it reminds you of something you don't remember, and it's out of reach. But it's comforting, but really disconcerting.
I just kind of like pat the pendant and go to bed.
Okay. So everyone is asleep except for Wendell, who is currently working on more pamphlets, which will probably be outside the door of Lamont when he wakes up.
Just mage hand one like under the door and like just set it on him.
Everyone
And
sleeps
don't
soundly.
overwhelm him. He needs to be like breadcrumbed because that's how he finds interest. So you overwhelm him, he'll get disinterested.
Okay.
Study the bad men.
Everyone gets a long rest. It is the next morning.
Hello, Two-Spill.
Well, it's not the next morning. You guys are starting early. I forgot.
Yes.
So, Wendell, the appointed time arrives.
Yes, 4.5 cracks before dawn. No. I will go and wake
I believe
everyone
that's
up.
a crack and a half before dawn, actually.
Oh, really? I guess we get a move on. It'll be early enough. Oh, wake up, Igor. Igor, wake up. We're leaving.
You go rolls over the top. Yes,
Get
I'm ready
breakfast.
to master.
Get some breakfast.
Igor's gonna be like hard charging out of the door before you even finish breakfast.
Yep, for everyone. So don't eat it all.
Oh, let's eat it all, master. I
No,
can
do
that.
not eat it all. I telepathically reprimand him. And then I'll go, Harlan, the hour has arrived.
When you reach Harlan's door, you hear a muffled sobbing from within.
Harlan?
Continues.
I'll come back to that. I'll go wake up Howl. Howl. Igor's getting breakfast. We are going to go to a tower. And then
Okay.
Go to Lamont's door. Wake up, Lamont.
I'm nude.
I'm not coming in.
Good. Don't. I'm nude.
I never want to see that again. And I go back to Harlan's door.
I forgot that Wendell's seen almost everyone naked.
Except for Howl.
Except for Hal.
The one person he wouldn't mind.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'll go, like, knock on the door. Harlan, are you alright in there?
Yeah, you hear some moving around, and door answers, and you can. His eyes are red. And I apologize. I'm distracted.
Are you okay?
Oh yes.
Emotionally and physically.
It's just today is my brother's birthday. And the anniversary of his murder.
Ah, my condolences. I too have a dead brother. Allegedly. Paperwork says.
I'll be just a moment.
Take some time, but not like a lot of time. Breakfast will be up in a few minutes.
He nods and goes to get his stuff
Awkwardly, a little away from the door. Trying to be somewhat sympathetic. Yes, I too have a dead. And I'll just wait at the top of the stairs.
Okay, downstairs, Igor, you find Filbert sitting there reading a broadsheet. Hey, son, can I get you anything? You're awfully quiet this time of the morning.
I'm sorry, couldn't find my voice. I need breakfast, lots of it.
All right, a little
Enough
early.
for 8 people.
Eight people.
Yes,
You hear from the
there's
top of the
8
stairs,
people in my
5
party.
people.
We only have 5 guests this evening.
I'm sure there's 8 of us. There's going to be 3 others accompanying.
Right, so five breakfasts. I'll get them going right now.
At least
He
6.
walks into the back.
I appreciate Filbert. He can go on a different list. People that I actually appreciate.
He's like, you hear in the back, Lucinda, hey, breakfast. I don't care how early it is. We got 5 plates. Get them going.
Excuse me back there. Do you need help with the taste testing?
No, oh no, son. You go ahead and get in your seat around there. We'll bring your breakfast out soon when your friends come down.
Okay.
Good morning, Igor.
Hey, I wasn't ordering. I was ordering breakfast for everybody. Hi.
Hey.
Do you want food?
Yes, I do.
Filbert kind of looks at,
be
ma'am,
back
would you
here.
mind? Could you come here for a second?
Yeah.
You left an awful large tip last night. I
Yeah.
know you were a bit drunk. It's larger than you probably should have, and I don't feel comfortable just taking it without saying something.
It's all yours. You're
that's-
like one of the best bartenders we've dealt with in a while. So
It's a
We own
pleasure.
a
I'm
tavern.
happy. I'm happy to have you here. But thank you. That was very nice of you.
you're a good dude, Filbert.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go sit down now. My head is killing me.
We've got breakfast coming.
Yes, thank you.
He
And
goes
we're gonna
back
sit
in the
next
back.
to Igor.
Okay. Everybody else come down?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Igor sitting next to Hal. This is the slowest service ever.
It's been like a minute since you ordered.
I know, they should have the food ready. You just put it on the platter and we go.
No, because then like the food is like cold, and if they make it when you order it, it's fresh and hot and good. It's worth the wait, Igor. Believe
I
me.
hope you're right.
Believe me. Once you eat
They
it,
wouldn't let me order 8 breakfasts. They said
Well,
only 5.
there's only 5 of us, so that's probably a good
I
thing.
mean, I can eat for 3.
That's fair. You can have my leftovers. Whatever I don't eat, you can have.
You would give your leftovers to me?
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Ooh.
eat them, so you might as well.
Igor's in shock.
I mean, that's what friends.
Order.
That's what friends do, right?
Well, yes. I didn't know I had any friends. Thank you.
I mean,
That
okay,
makes me feel all
fine.
fuzzy.
All right, fine then.
No, I feel all fuzzy now. You mean
Uh-huh.
you're my friend?
Yeah, and I thought I'd been your friend, but apparently I haven't been a very
master
good one.
doesn't usually let me have friends, so
Well, your master's
maybe-
kind of a controlling dick, so
maybe we can keep it secret from master.
And at that
If
time, about the
you
time Wendell
want.
walks down, your master's a controlling dick. As Wendell comes
I
down
have
the stairs.
excellent control of it, thank you. And I'll just have a seat.
Oh, master, your breakfast is coming. shortly.
Yes, I'm sure they're cooking it.
Yes, very fresh. And he gives Hal a wink, like.
Girl comes
I
over
just
with
ignore.
2 plates of hot, steaming sticky buns and sits them down. You look like you enjoyed them last night. I figured a little appetizer before the breakfast
Do
comes.
you have
would be
Thank
nice.
utensils?
this is why you got such a
I know
good
these
tip.
are finger food.
Yeah, you
You-
just take it and Hal picks it up
Mm.
and shoves it in her
I
mouth.
will mage
That's how you
hand.
eat it,
I will
Wendell.
mage hand it.
I'm gonna.
Because I don't
show
have to
them.
clean my mage hand.
It's not how you
Excuse me,
eat a sticky bun.
Mr.
Bite-sized
Mr.
pizzas. Like,
Are you ordained by the priesthood,
What?
Mr. Server?
Filbert?
My name's Filbert. I'm like
Are you ordained by the priesthood?
no son.
Because you
I'm-
are a scholar and a saint for bringing this food.
I just doing my job, son. It's just you have a nice morning there.
Sorry, I run with some weird people.
He's just chuckling. It's entertaining.
Filbert.
Yes, sir.
God damn it.
You have any idea what you've done?
Yes, provided us
pro-
with delicious sticky buns.
Hush you. This is between me and Filbert.
Excuse you. Don't you fucking hush me.
Filbert,
Yes,
this
sir.
time you've gone too far.
Probably so.
Filbert, this can't be allowed to continue. Do you understand me? And like by now,
Sure.
I've like made my way like within like close to him.
Mhm.
are you wearing clothes?
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
I'm dressed.
Okay. Just have to
Filbert,
Make sure. You were nude.
you son of a bitch. You're the best damn waiter group has ever seen.
Oh, okay.
And if
Who
you
the
keep
fuck
this up,
are you?
you're gonna see a tip as big as that giant head of yours.
I thank you, sir. I appreciate your vote of confidence in my service.
Is he
Thank you,
ill?
Filbert,
I
for
think he
making
might
us
be
laugh
sick.
about love again. I'd like some side of hash browns, please.
Those were already going to be on the plate, sir. They were coming for everyone.
The
Would you like an
large
extra serving?
Are you
platters
talking
come.
back to me?
I'm asking you your preferences, sir.
There he is.
Because
My
the hash browns
preferences?
were already going to be on your plate. Would you like a second?
This was
serving?
going so well. This was going so well. Look, Filbert, here's what I need you to do. I need black coffee at this table right away before I start turning chairs over.
Sorry,
You
sir.
understand?
We don't have any coffee.
There's going to be blood on the walls. You don't have any coffee?
No, sir.
Coffee's like
What?
really expensive, Lamont.
Oh, Lamont, calm down.
Lamont, would you like a meat pie?
Or a
I
sticky
don't want
bun.
a fucking meat pie. I want some coffee. It's breakfast.
I'm
You
sure
have some
sir, in some
milk.
of the nicer places, there
This
is
is
coffee.
This place
No,
is
This is
lovely.
bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm calling shenanigans. I understand we're having a birthday or whatever, and y'all are having treats, but this is bullshit.
There's
There's no.
no.
coffee.
Oh, oh no! As
Sorry,
he says
sir.
birthday, I look over at Harlan.
And he turns. Filbert turns and goes in the back.
I like that man.
Me too.
Oh,
Fucking best.
Oh, Harlan.
you should not mock the server. He's brought us sticky buns.
Yeah, Filbert is fantastic.
He comes out with a large plate now. It's like he's got 5 plates on it, full of just a
I might
heaping
actually leave this man a tip.
like a huge pile of food on each plate. Grits,
Oh.
eggs, bacon. There's biscuits. There's hash browns.
Igor's like, you understand the finer things in life.
He lays
And
out
he-
in front of everyone. It's like, I'll get the butter. And does anyone like? Some people like syrup on their breakfasts. Is anybody?
You got
Syrup?
ketchup
I'm watching my figure.
for the hash browns?
Well, we have a tomato kind of sauce. I don't know
Yeah,
if that's.
that-
I'll bring that out for you. It's a
Yeah.
sweetened sauce. but-
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Your side of hash browns is coming out, sir.
Could I have an extra side of everything?
No, Igor.
That would be a new plate. So we'll wait on that.
Finish
Anyone
what you
else?
have in front of you, and then we can talk.
Can I get some
Oh.
orange juice?
I do have that, yes.
Tea?
Thank you.
It hasn't been brewed yet this morning. I'm sorry. It's a little early for that.
I'll just water it with.
That's fine.
Filbert, could you come over here for just a second, please?
Of course.
Could you just step over here? Just come talk to me for just a second.
Yes, sir.
Listen, Filbert, I'm going to take back some of the things that I said about you.
The good or the bad things, sir?
Well, mostly the bad ones. Pretty much the bad. Listen, specifically, what I'm saying is you made my friends very happy. You know, food nurtures the soul. And despite this whole coffee thing, which, you know, I just think you should alert your management. I understand that. Here's what I'm saying is, if the goddamn hash browns aren't out here in like 2 minutes, I'm really gonna have to throw a fit, and that's gonna embarrass pretty much everyone here. So, and I like slip him a gold, and I'm like, let's just make this happen. All right, maybe you could find some coffee while you're back there too. You understand what I'm saying?
Lamont, come down and
please,
come
sir.
over here and eat some of these hash browns that are on the table.
Don't do this to me, Filbert. You don't know what I'm up against. Do you understand?
He just kind of looks at you like he's like sizing you up. He's like, I'm trying to get your hash browns now, sir. I'll be right back.
I've got nothing to lose, Filbert.
Everyone has something to lose. And he walks away.
I don't know.
Damn.
What I'm
I like Filbert.
Right?
And he's like back in just a few, and he's got a big plate. Like it's a full-size plate, but it's just hash browns.
Nice.
And he puts it out. I sent Lucille out for some coffee, but it might not be here by the time your breakfast is ready. I gave her the gold you gave me. You'll have coffee. It's just something we don't provide here, sir.
Sure.
Wow, Filbert, that's super nice of you.
Yes.
It's all right. We have demanding customers from time to time. We try and do our best. We're a small place. I can't afford to have all the fineries.
Charming establishment.
Yeah,
I am
you're like-
enthralled.
A+. Fantastic.
He's just insane.
Yes.
He's not the worst customer I've ever had.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
That is
I'm so
impressive.
sorry.
I'm
Oh,
terribly
you
sorry.
get lords in here from time to time,
Ugh.
and they're the worst. Nobles
Yeah,
sometimes.
I know. They're just fucking assholes.
You do your best when you can, but they expect so much for so little, and they never tip. I don't understand. They have more money than the
I
rest
was
of us.
considering tipping this guy.
I don't understand. I mean, a person like you who, I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't have as much as other people, but you freely give of it. And it makes a heart warm.
I mean, when service is good, service is good. So,
Let me go track down that coffee.
man, y'all, we should like totally hire
We
Filbert.
should poach Filbert from the. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Let me pull
I
up
don't
the
know
name
if
of
like
this
he
inn
owns
again.
this place. The Beaver.
The Easing the Beaver.
Yes,
Using the
there you go.
beaver.
We should poach
Maybe-
Filbert from Easing the Beaver.
Unless he owns it.
We need a
We
door
could
stop
totally have him cook for us all the time.
I don't think he's the cook. He's just the bartender.
He's not the cook.
We could replace our management with him, and he could manage things.
You'd have a hard time doing that.
I mean, we just have to make sure the other management makes a mistake. And we'd have, like, look, we got. Or we can get 51%. It's gotta finagle that 2% somehow. Then I go back to eating, poring over harebrained schemes to gain 2 additional % of the inn we own.
Arlen,
Lamont.
you heard about this whole, up we go down to the thingy, grab the what have you, and then, know what I mean?
I believe I know what you're speaking of. Yes.
Picking up what I'm putting down there. Big, tall, and redness.
Your quote or your
What?
speech is quite vague, but I believe I get it. Yes.
Speaking in, shorthand.
All right.
It's not a shot at you. It's like, look, We're gonna sneak in. We're gonna get the thing. And then what are we gonna? Oh, I remember why I was gonna talk to you. It's all coming back to me. These hash browns are delicious. The thing. When we get to the thing, we got to put it in another thing, some sort of receptacle. You understand?
Yeah.
I was gonna get. I've always wanted to wrap something in a velvet cloth. You know, you ever seen that? They wrap it up in the cloth, and then they secret it away. I've always wanted to do that.
All right.
But that may still burn us, right? The cloth may not be enough.
We do have the satchel of carrying.
That's true. I forgot about the satchel of carrying, which you're still going to
Speaking
have
of
to...
which,
Would you
isn't there something currently in that satchel?
Yes, there are
Check
many
on
things.
that something.
One moment, and I stick my hand in.
Maybe you shouldn't. Not at the table.
And I just feel. I don't try to pull anything out. I'm just thinking of the person we put in there.
Oh, right. It's a dead body.
It's what you feel is cold,
Mm.
clammy, kind of rubbery almost.
Mm.
It's no real sign of life.
So, longer than 5 minutes. But less than 8 hours. And I did think about it. I was planning on checking on it when everyone went to bed, but I got caught up in pamphlets. I was like, I knew there was something else I wanted to do, but I guess I'll just make pamphlets. Creating a bread trail of fascinating crumbs for Lamont to hurt him. A pyramid scheme.
He did read it. He did read it.
Igor, hey, I'm done with this if you want it.
With pleasure.
And I give Igor my leftovers.
Oh, he'll eat it.
Igor, have you been debriefed?
We're
About
going to
what?
run some errands today.
Sounds good, Master. Do I need to get that sack of things?
If you're on your best behavior today, you can have your satchel privileges back.
Very well, Master. I shall be very good.
As you're talking, Filbert rolls in a small tray. It looks a little battered, but in decent shape and well made. On it is a carafe of water, a little what looks to be a grinder, and a small pouch, and a strainer. And he brings it over. He goes, "Now I had Lucille go to my house because I remembered I had a special serving of Zimmerset blend. It's from Western. It's a coffee. It's imported. I like to have it from time to time on my birthday because it's a little celebration for me. But since you were so interested in having coffee this morning, I thought I'd make sure to get it for you. And so I had her bring in my things. So what sort of grind do you like on it?"
Oh, Filbert. Come on. Bring it in. Come on. Here we go. Come on.
And he's very uncomfortable hugging you on. He's like,
We're doing this.
I
This is
nod
happening.
sympathetically. How we all feel.
This is happening.
Yeah,
And I like put
it's-
my head on his chest like this, or like rest the side of my head.
When you do,
shit.
it's he's well built.
He's a big boy.
There's not much. There's not. I mean, he seems he has got a bit of a belly, but he's strong underneath there. Like he used to work hard for a living, and now he's taking it easy. But he hasn't lost his form. So he's like, all right. Let me get your coffee, sir.
Sure. Oh, I get carried away. Look at this. This is the thing of beauty. What are you
So
gonna do?
did you want a medium grind on that?
Yes, I would love a medium grind from you all day, Filbert.
Grinds out, puts it in a
Whoa.
strain, pours the hot water over it, nice and slow into your cup.
Oh.
Very slow. It's coming out. It's got that aroma that you like. It's just.
Oh my.
It's a good.
Hold
It's a blend too. So it's got a certain flavorful aroma to it that you can't quite put your tongue. But it's coffee.
Oh, that has got a beautiful finish and a wonderful mouthfeel. Oh, Filbert, you've changed my life today.
Yeah, you seemed like you needed it, son.
Coffee? Anybody?
What's mouthfeel?
All right. You all look like
Texture.
you
When
have some
you're older.
talking to do. I don't want to interrupt. So,
Most
you
are
look
just
like people
eating.
on a mission this morning, or some might say. So I'll just go ahead and head back to the back. You give me a holler if you need anything. Don't worry about covering the cost. Your friend there paid for it last night.
All right.
Thank you.
All right,
Philbert.
Philly. All right, Philly, baby. You get your beautiful buns back in there.
And he heads to the back.
He's a mess. All right. Tower 101. Here we go. Wendell
Yes.
drew a picture. Has
I
everybody
did.
seen the picture? Buddy.
Pull it out of my notebook again.
Generally,
we're going there.
it looks to be no more than maybe a 3-story tower, simple sloped roof, entryway that's covered. It looks like the first floor is the middle floor, like towers used to be made. The cellar is above ground, but the door is in the middle. And so you can protect yourself for the tower by just burning your own entryway, and then no one can get up except by climbing, and that gives you time to protect yourself. So there may only be 2 floors, actual floors outside of the cellar, inside the space. It's a tower. It's a very simple building. Lots of scaffolding. Looks relatively safe. But it's a simple drawing, but it's a simple tower.
Mm-hmm. And I'll show it on the map. Here.
Which
Go there.
it is on the map if you look.
Mhm.
Right there.
Ah. Oh.
I haven't gotten any messages this morning yet, have I?
No.
On the way there, I would like to detect magic and just kind of keep an eye out for hot spots.
Okay. Are you on the way now?
Yeah, I think we probably finish up breakfast and Hal will leave another 5 gold tip.
Okay.
Then yeah, let's get to this shit.
Wendell, despite comments against the nobility, does no good service when he sees it, and he'll add a gold to. I know.
I don't believe in tipping.
I normally do.
And you shouldn't be eating out.
All right. The roads are basically empty this time of day in Amman. There are carts out, people bringing produce up from the port, heading towards Abdor's Promenade. There's boats out on the canals, but
there
most
any
foot traffic.
Cabs?
Not a lot running this
Okay,
hour.
I didn't think so. I just figured I'd check.
You know, you're probably about 15 minutes by foot from this.
Oh,
particular
okay.
place.
Well, that's not bad then. Oh yeah, because we went closer before, because that's
Mhm.
right. Because we were smart.
Yeah.
Let's walk.
You're about in this general area for easing
Yeah.
the beaver. It's along one of the causeways.
Cool. Just, I remember. That's right. We were smart because I was like, man, we
Mhm.
won't have to go up or walk her like for an hour earlier. So it's
So-
about 15 minutes. Let's go.
So you get there a crack before dawn.
Perfect.
So it's still you see the sun is, you're not up in the sky, but the horizon is
Mhm.
lightening now
Yeah. Right.
as you stand outside the gates of Yellowspire.
Look.
There are
Quickly.
lights inside the tower on the top floor.
Someone awake. It must be the servants.
3 stories, you said?
It seems to be, yes. There's scaffolding going around the entire height of the tower, and there is a covered entryway going to the 2nd floor, which seems to be the main floor.
Yeah. See, 35, 40 feet. We'll be able to talk to each other. I'll take the top, scale the scaffolding.
All right, Lamont, you do that.
What approach
will.
do you take?
So like, am I just waiting? Like, what's like? Do I just chill out down here? Like,
We'll bake Harlan into a cake.
No,
then
sorry,
we'll
no,
let's
we won't.
not do that.
No, you haven't finished hearing the cake plan. You
We're
can
not
No.
going to bake Harlan.
Bake anyone, yeah.
Well, I mean, we could have actual cake.
Yeah, Igor could eat the rest what's left of the cake after we.
We can
Wheel it
have a
inside.
cake break after we get the stone.
Master, you're too kind.
I am. So let's
Jot down my
go.
cake.
Is there any way we can walk around the tower? Like around the gate, the fence, the gate?
The fenced-in area covers. It's on a corner
Mm-hmm.
of this
Okay.
particular.
So we can only see two sides.
It's there's two sides to it, and the wall is about 7 feet tall
Mhm.
with a bit of iron on top and
Mhm.
and rough spikes that have rusted.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a 50-foot courtyard before you get to the tower, so
Okay.
it's almost like a staging yard in a
Mhm.
way when it's originally designed. So you really can only walk around the front that direction. There's no one on the streets in this area.
Okay.
But there are some lights in the courtyard.
Ah.
They don't look like normal flame.
All right. The wall's decently tall. I say we get a peek over it. Lamont, you're somewhat quiet sometimes. How about Igor gives you a bit of a boost? You can be sneaky and peer over and tell us what you see.
Cool. Let's do it.
I mean, I can do that. Igor will give him a boost.
Grasp my buttocks firmly.
As you command.
Not
Grab
that kind
that
of servant,
booty.
Igor.
Not that
Igor,
firmly.
Igor will elevate him.
Okay. It's not that hard for Igor to do that. He's really strong. Lamont, you're
Ugh.
not that heavy. You don't eat enough.
No.
It's true. You want to be big and strong like me, you need to eat.
How you look
Well-
like you were about to say something?
Yeah, no, while they're doing this, can I just kind of like scan the area and make sure nobody's watching us?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Give me just give me a normal perception roll, but the streets have been empty so far.
Okay. Perception.
Done.
Ugh, 12.
Yeah. Streets are empty. No one's
Okay.
watching. No one's on the inside of the courtyard. However, with that, you do hear what sounds like, I don't know, muffled sounds, words or something from the top floor. They just kind of every once in a while echo out of the arrow slits.
Can I like, so there's like a courtyard that's walled in.
Yes.
Can I like circle around and see if there's any place I can hear better?
You try, but with that perception roll and you're
Not really.
passive, it's difficult.
Okay. I'm like, hey, Wendell,
Yes.
like somebody's talking up there. Can you
Mm.
hear them?
I look at the tower is 50 feet away, and I go, no. I'll give it a listen though. I'll try to use my actual ears instead of just.
Okay.
All right, give me a perception roll as well for an
okey-dokey.
active listen.
Yes. Yes. Perception. That'll be 16.
16. You catch a few words here and there, but they don't make much sense. What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Deep Speech, and Elvish.
No. It's a
Okay.
language.
In
But
that
it's
case,
one you
then
don't
I'll
understand.
originally cast Comprehend Languages. Like, don't understand it. Give me a moment.
Okay. So you sit outside for 10 minutes,
I figure it's gonna take us a minute.
chanting for a bit. So while you're chanting that, Hal is pacing back and forth, watching the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Lamont, you're on top of the wall now.
You being
Yeah.
You see
sneaky?
below you a grassless staging yard. There are carriage ruts and hoof prints throughout. Little tufts of grass that have died and are just sitting there. There's lamps or like sconces along the wall in different spots that seem to be emitting a soft light, but it's not fire.
Right. And it's pre-dawn.
It is pre-dawn.
Okay. It's a bonus action. Can I look up at the tower and do eye for detail to make an investigation check?
What are you investigating for?
I'm trying to see if there's any defenses on the scaffolding that are not immediately evident, because I feel like climbing said scaffolding.
Okay. I will let you give me an investigation, a perception, or an insight. Pick one of those. and I will tell you what you find from that particular choice.
Okay. Let's go with investigation.
Okay. You look closely at what you can of the scaffolding, but the distance and lighting is difficult. It seems to be a sturdy structure. It looks to be made by workmen for the job of repairing the tower. You imagine it would be relatively safe. It could be noisy to climb, but that's about it.
Okay. Can I message Hal's nearby?
You can see Hal from the top of the wall.
Like, Hal, I'm about to do this. Oh, I mean,
Do what?
we got the green light. I'm going to go on up. The coast is clear. The time is now.
We don't even know what's happening.
What's happening?
Yeah, what's in the courtyard?
Oh. All right, I look in the courtyard. I look
You
in
look
the
around.
courtyard.
There's one horse tied to a hitch post. There's lots of footprints in the drying mud of the rain from the day before that go from the gate to the entryway. And that's it.
I relate that. It's not much.
Is there any way that we could get in quietly? Like, do we have to climb?
Can I go around the other side and unlock the gate from the inside?
You can go around and attempt to unlock the gate.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm going to let y'all in. Here we go.
You push. You go to pick the lock on the gate, and it swings open.
Lamont's letting us in. Over there.
It wasn't locked.
Glad he made it over just fine.
I picked the lock. It wasn't easy, but
Oh, good job. And I'm gonna as quietly as possible.
Yeah,
I'm gonna head in.
Okay. You want to make some stealth rolls, or are you just going to trust in your
No.
I'm gonna
passive stealth?
No.
I'll make a stealth roll. 'Cause I got-
Okay, Lamont just disappears into the darkness,
damn right.
finds a
What's
shadow
my-
and becomes it.
So I have disadvantage, but my
Okay.
first roll was a 1, so
Oh.
I'm not gonna roll again.
That's fair. Okay.
I got a 14, which is
Okay.
slightly better than my passive stealth.
I got a 17.
Harlan got a 6.
Oh my
and
God.
Igor, okay, 17. So as a group with a natural 20, you guys have about a 15 or an 18 there. I'll give you.
Yeah.
Probably right there. I'll be nice.
Thank
You're generally
you.
quiet. Like Hal steps on every single stick that's dry and ready to crack, but
I'm just
before she knocks over a couple paint buckets or something like that, like Igor grabs her and pulls her over the
Yeah.
side. Lamont like steps out of the shadow and go, not there, there.
I will carry her if I need to.
have I muttered for 10 minutes yet as we quietly cross this courtyard?
As they're you finish your muttering about that time.
Okay, and then I'm gonna keep
The
listening.
words you hear are like, bring him to us, join us, you will be one with us.
Oh, it's
the
a
forgotten
cult.
one.
It's a cult of the forgotten one. See, I told you it was dangerous.
I
He
mean,
who hides in the shadows will regain.
I
his
don't mention
place.
anything about he who hides in shadows because I know that's gonna trigger everything in Lamont's psyche.
So lots of chanting. Whenever you catch a word, it's one of those kind of.
I'm
blending, but
quite
you get
familiar with those. Those
you're
sound
qui-
very similar to. Maybe they've taken some notes from my paraphernalia.
Is
Maybe.
Harlan, you said that you were detecting magic, right?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. You began detecting magic on the way over there and there. You notice that there's faint evocation, not evocation,
Conjuration?
conjuration magic around the torches. I think that's it. I'm not sure. Let me check. real quick.
Illusion?
No, not illusion. What type of? I always hate this part because I never know what the damn spells.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go to
The spells have this D&D Beyond.
right to D&D. Thank you, D&D Beyond. You're not
Thanks, dude.
sponsoring, but I use you all the time.
Yeah.
Feel free to sponsor if you wish. And let's see. Let's go to wizard. Let's look at what cantrips we have here because that's all I need to tell me what I need here. Filter spells, and it is evocation.
Oh.
Evocation magic along each one of the torches. There is also a pulse of like a constant, steady pulse of some sort of holy magic that isn't recognizable coming from Howl.
Fuck.
Ew.
And
Good news, Hal. We're gonna fuck up a cult. You won't have to worry. The Platinum Dragon will be happy.
Sweet.
So that's about all you're noticing. There's nothing else really in your range that you can tell.
Not much peculiar around here. Hal looks, or Harlan looks at Hal strangely.
What?
Besides you.
Me? The fuck did I do?
We're familiar with Hal's strangeness. What is the other stuff going on?
I'm not familiar with my strangeness. What's going on with me?
You're surrounded by a odd energy.
Odd, like bad? Like, am I gonna die?
As you focus on it more, you find it's abjuration magic with a holy bent to it. Kind of divine.
You're under some sort of protection.
Okay.
From a divine source of some sort.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I recently joined the Platinum Dragon, so...
Oh.
What's a Platinum Dragon?
He's like this super chill, like, dragon god kind of thing.
Is anybody free to join?
I mean, probably. I can take you to the temple. We can talk about it.
Well, I don't know how I feel about temples, but we'll see.
Okay, yeah. I can take you with next time I go.
As you're chatting while you cross the yard
Oh, yeah.
of the Yellow Spire Temple,
Whispering.
you come to the base of the tower where the stairs reach up to the second floor, which there's a door at the top with 2 sconces on each side. You notice now that the aged stone has a yellow hint to it in the light that you can see. Guess that's where the tower's name came from. And then you see the rickety kind of scaffolding that reaches all the way up, and there are windows and arrow slits all the way that way. So you find that that might be a way you could enter as well.
Scaffolding over there.
So, like,
Put us directly at the top. But
do you feel any magic on the door, Harlan? Can we just go in the door?
There is no magic on the door.
maybe is
climb
there? Oh, okay. He's climbing.
I'm gonna
wants to
climb up and
climb?
look through one of the arrow
We
slits.
want to go.
Okay. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as you climb.
Can I guidance Lamont for any acrobatic stuff that he might do up there?
Okay, you can give him guidance. Would you like to use guidance now, Lamont?
What the hell does that mean?
You get to
You can
add
roll a
You
D4.
can roll a d4 to add to the roll that you have. You rolled a 13 currently. You are
But
in
I
no
get to
danger.
hang on to it?
You are in no danger of falling.
Okay, no,
You
I'm
hang
fine
on to
for
it
right now.
for at least
Okay.
a minute. So
Excuse
So
me.
halfway up the scaffolding, it screeches as it flexes as you're climbing up, and the chanting in the upstairs floor stops.
What?
Harlan
Oh.
casts silence on the scaffold.
Harlan Cat. Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Where is that?
Well,
Oh, on the window. Sorry. Then, yeah.
Besides the window.
it was
Yeah.
on the window, but yeah.
Yeah, this is outside. This is the entire scaffolding. It was a DC 15 check.
Mm-hmm.
That if you weren't careful climbing up, it would screech, alerting the top floor.
Shit.
So
Well,
as the sound echoes, no?
That's how it would have played out
Yes.
if he didn't roll a natural 20.
Okay. So
Like the
For-
ninja of the night.
for a flash, Harlan sees Lamont climbing up the scaffolding, sees it vibrate with his climb, and a racket arise. A group of cultists pour from the top floor with knives and arrows, and bad things happen to your group. So he grabs Lamont on the shoulder, says, "Not yet. Now." And lets you go. And you
And
climb
I just
perfectly
you for
silently all the way
guidance.
to the top, never knowing that you almost alerted the cultists above, and Harlan saved you.
Goodness gracious. All right.
I'm gonna see if the front door is locked.
Okay. How do you do that?
Wait. I mean, I can
Okay.
probably unlock it.
All right, you check. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. Did you try to open it, Wendell? Or are you waiting?
no, he waited. He was going up like
Okay.
towards
Hal, you're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
go
gonna-
to unlock it.
I'm gonna inspect. I'm gonna see if it's locked, and if it's locked, I'm gonna.
I'll also guidance her.
Okay. How
I've
are you
got, like-
checking to see if it's locked? It's a normal, it's a wrought iron banded door with a keyhole and a bar for opening. Just press down and the door will open if it's not locked.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that like slowly and quietly. Is
The
it
door
key?
opens.
Oh shit, man! These people don't lock
No.
shit. What the fuck? Okay, I
No,
don't
Lamont said
push.
the front gate was kind of difficult.
I don't push the door open yet. I wanna. It's probably not gonna work. I wanna like look through the keyhole
Check
and like
the
look under the
traps.
door. Yeah, and see if it's trapped. They have
Okay,
like an alarm system.
Give me an investigation check for a trap.
You have guidance.
I have a -1 intelligence.
That's why you have guidance.
Okay, 15's not bad. So 14. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna roll that d4. So 15.
You
Hey,
find no trap that you
Okay.
can recognize on this door.
Okay, then I'm gonna push it
All right.
open.
So as Hal steps inside the base, the first floor of the Yellow Spire, and Lamont inches closer to the top floor window, that's where we're ended
oh, Hey, that's
This
a good
was
spot,
fun.
though. Yeah.
This was fun. We didn't have a lot of roles tonight, and I love nights like that because you guys were just having a ball being characters, being crazy, and it makes my job easy. I had to challenge Lamont tonight with the best service he's ever received to see if he could actually handle it. Gave him coffee, gave him everything he asked for with a
Yeah.
smile.
26
That man would have
gold
fucked
tip.
you up if you had tried to pull something on him. Filbert's my ace in the hole. I like Filbert. He's
Oh,
a
I
character
love
I made
Filbert.
a while back. So
Gave Filbert
that
a
was
big
fun.
hug.
That was fun. I hope you guys all had fun. I'm going to go ahead and say my piece and pass it along. So we end with the scion of our channel. I'm Deception Check. I corral the crazies and have a fun time doing it. I do this every Monday. I play Mist and Ravenloft. I play Aliens on Fridays when we can, and other things when it's made available to us and the schedules all work out properly. So my favorite part tonight was Lamont giving an honest hug at the end when he finally got his coffee, when he realized that service could be good and he could be a happy man if only they would just listen to him and understand that he never tips. That's all it takes. That's my favorite part. I mean, there was a lot of other parts that were really good, and I enjoy them. I always enjoy Igor Harlan saving the day, finally getting to do a little rewind session there with that. Wendell is just Wendell. I mean, what do you pick with Wendell? And Hal making the choice and feeling the warm embrace of the Platinum Dragon. Such fun times. Having a great time. So let's go around. We'll go clockwise for me. That brings us to Lamont Quinlan. Yeah. Yeah.
Man, this was awesome. Remember when we used to play D&D all the time? Wasn't that awesome? We're getting back to that slowly but surely. That was badass. I have written down my favorite thing, which was a Harlan line. Somebody asked Harlan, "What do you dream about?" And he goes, "Atrocities I've committed." Which, let me tell you something. As the kids say, that is a mood. And I know exactly what you're talking about. Hitting a little close to home there, Harlan. So this is great. And me and Becky getting some RP in.
Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah, getting that story going. So it's good times. So glad to be back here. Frank is a rock star. All these people are awesome. I can confirm that Lindy and Michael are both real flesh and blood human beings and not sophisticated Imagineering audio animatronics. Except maybe Michael, who is dancing, doing the robot right now. And so, yeah, I'm just really glad to be here. And I'm producer Trev, and I produce WebDM. And we're going to play Aliens at some point. I'm cooking up a thing. It's going to be like the Love Boat. We're going to have just guest stars on all the time, like a bunch of crazy people. So I'm excited. I'm very glad to get to do this. And I'll see you tomorrow night.
A love boat soon will be sailing.
Exciting and new.
I can't wait. That's the type of alien show I want to be on. All right. that will be, I'll be Captain Steubings, and we'll just go from there. We'll see what happens. All right. Following along on our love boat of Mondays in Exandria, we move on to Hal. How are you
Hi.
doing tonight, Hal?
I'm doing good. Hi, I'm Nugatosaurus. I play Hal the Shifter Fighter. Tomorrow night on Mists of Ravenloft, I will be playing Ambar Vanastra, the Divine Soul Sorceress. I play Violet, the synthetic crew member in our Aliens game, and I'm playing something new in our new game that I'm super excited about. My favorite bit was when Wendell woke up Harlan, and like we learned that he had a brother, and his brother had been murdered. Like on his birthday. I was like, I'm pretty sure my reaction was literally but no, that was great. That was my favorite part. But I also really enjoyed the Hal and Lamont kind of thing, because Hal put her foot down, and I don't know if Lamont's gonna respect that. So we'll see. No. Yeah, I figured. All right, but yeah, that's me. So.
Yeah, you asked if Lamont will respect anything. The answer is no, especially if you're part of the service industry. Then it's damn hell no. It's not going to happen. Speaking of not going to happen, with Harlan with the clutch natural 20 passed along to Lamont, Harlan flip cloak.
Yes, hello. I'm D20 Coup de Grace. You can find me playing here, and tomorrow I'll be playing Magnus Deep Shaft. My favorite parts were just Lamont's crazy bipolarness with the waiter. Like, just insane. And then I am happy to see that Igor's got the bag back. I want to see what kind of hijinks he gets into.
Oh yeah.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, how many turds and fish bones will go into the bag now?
Oh, turds and fish bones are just the beginning.
Yes.
Anyway.
Speaking of turds and fish bones, let's go to the man himself, Igor.
What I win?
Turds and fish bones.
My favorite. They're going right in the bag. Shiny Pilot playing the wacky Igor, but I'm tired, but I had fun. It was good to be here with everybody. Just love listening to the shenanigans that come up with things, especially with that bipolar scene in the breakfast area. I was shaking my head going, what is going on? What? I don't know how you do that. But it's awesome. Good characters, fun all around, and had a blast. Look forward to tomorrow's game, where I get to be Ron Wesley, a little wizard boy, and get to play with all these fine people. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, that was fun. That was good. The bipolar Lamont was on full display tonight, and it was glorious in its own strange way. Speaking of being glorious in their own strange way, we have Wendell, Eustace, Abernathy, Lucius, Throckwaddle, Hassenpfeffer of the fourth of the Havisham Hassenpfeffers.
Yes, glorious is a word that has been used to describe me quite frequently. That was super duper fun. It was very good to get back into the pompous skin of Wendell yet again. He's a blast to play, even if he is incredibly condescending, and he knows it. He's like, no, condescending tone's what I use. I really liked Harlan's little breakdown and just Wendell trying to be like, I like you, so I'm going to try to sympathize with you, but I'm not sure how that works. In a genuine way. He could fake it, but he was trying to be genuine, thus it made it awkward. I also liked Filbert a lot. He was another favorite part. And, how we actually made a plan and are like on the same page and going there, doing it. Wendell feels very accomplished right now. I'm sure it'll all fall apart next week, but you can find us here this week, next week, and every week. Every Monday for Mondays in Exandria, and every Tuesday for Mists of Ravenloft. Spooky stuff. So we are going to have I have our date for our Teenagers Matter Space game this weekend. It is going to be the 28th of December. Mark it on your calendars. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I hope y'all are excited about that. We will announce aliens when we most likely talk about it after the stream ends. And I'm glad everybody had fun. I had a blast, and I cannot wait for next week. We left off at a really, clutch moment. I want to know. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.